Hey guys, and welcome to another guitar tutorial. Today we're going to be doing a song by Green Day, and it's called I'm Still Breathing, and it's from their new album called Revolution Radio, which is coming out in October, I think. And yeah, it's quite an easy song to play. It was only released a few hours ago, so I haven't had that long to learn it, but I think I've got it pretty accurate. And yeah, I've chosen a particular way to play it, but because it uses very basic sounding chords, I'm sure there's other, maybe even easier ways to play it, but hopefully you guys will learn my way and see if it helps you. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Okay, so let's start with the introduction. First of all, the song's in standard tuning, so you don't need to change anything. Yeah, the introduction starts with a C sharp chord, and so a C sharp bar chord will be 9, 11, 11, 10, like that. But we're just going to play 9xx 10. Okay, so we're just going to mute the A and D strings with your index finger. Okay, so that's the only chord in the introduction. Okay, so you start off with a little flick of the pick on the for a strumming pattern. So sorry, I can't even do it. Something like that. Okay, and then you your strumming pattern is okay. So it's so you only you hold it on for 8 bars. Okay, then you come into the verse, and that starts with the same chord again. So you do that for 8 bars again. Then you slide over to a G sharp chord, which is 4xx5. Okay. And then you're sliding to the 6th fret, which is an F sharp chord. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure if it's an F sharp. Might be in. Sorry, that's an A sharp chord. Okay. So A sharp. Maybe I think it's an A sharp minor actually. Oops. So yeah, you're always muting the A and D strings. Okay. So this is 6xx6. Okay. But you only hold it for 4 bars half the time of the other 2 chords from the beginning. Okay. So. Whoops. Then you go to 4xx6. Then you slide to 2xx3. Okay. So that entire verse is like this. Okay, so that's pretty much what the verse sounds like. Then you come into another section, which I call the bridge because the lyrics sort of change a bit. So yeah, we're going to call it that. It starts the same as the verse. Actually, I think it's pretty much is the same as the verse, just a few minor differences. So you start off with the C sharp chord, so 9xx10. Sorry, so G sharp, A sharp minor, so that was 4xx5, then 6xx6. Okay, you're going to hold on to this for the same amount of time as the other 2, instead of cutting to the 4xx6. Okay, so then you're doing 2xx3. Okay, but you're doing it for about 5 bars. Okay, so. And then you move into the chorus. Okay, so now you're moving into the chorus, okay, and that sounds like this. Okay, so all all that is starting on a C sharp chord, which is X466. So you're doing that. It's all down strums, by the way, for the chorus. Then you're sliding your index finger to the 3rd fret, and keeping your other fingers on the 6th fret. Okay, so now you're sliding to a B flat chord, which is X133, and then you're going to a G sharp chord, which is 466. Now you're going to an F sharp chord, which is 244, and you're going to stay on this for double the amount of time, okay? And then you're going to go back to the G sharp chord and stay on this for the same amount of time as the F sharp chord, for the first time round of the chorus. And then when you go again, you only do it for about half the time, okay? So second time round will be and yeah, and then he just does like an interlude, just like the introduction again, on the C sharp chord up here, so 9xx10, so, and then it starts the verse again. Okay, I think that's most of the song. There is another part, and it's like another bridge sort of bit. Could say like a post-chorus bit, sort of in between verses and chorus. So try to remember how it goes. So I'm pretty sure after you finish the second chorus, second time you've done the chorus, you go to this chord, which is I'm not too sure. Oh, that's an A sharp chord. Okay, so you're playing 6-8-8. Okay, so and then you're playing a G sharp, and then you're moving to an F sharp. Okay, so it'll be like this. But then you're moving to a C sharp, so X466. So it's 6-8-8, 4-6-6, 2-4-4, X4-6-6. So it sounds like this. And you do it one more time. So yeah, you'll be strumming those. And then you, after the third time, you go to a B flat chord again, so X133. And you're sliding up to a C chord, which is X355. And then you play a C sharp chord, so X466 again, but you just hit it once, okay? So from the final round of that little bridge, so it's and there's like a little pause and the drums go off, and then you have to play this next chord, which is 466, and you got to go. Okay, and that's what you do. So that was a G sharp chord. Okay. Okay, so after that section, you come into another little section, which is the final section you need to learn. That's different from the others. So it's sounds a bit like this. Okay, so all it is a C sharp chord, okay? Then you're playing, which is X466, which we've seen loads of times today. Then it's a G sharp chord, again we've seen a lot, so it's 466. So X466, then 466. Then it's an F chord, which is 133. Then it's I don't know what this chord is actually. I think it's an F sharp, maybe, I'm not sure. But it's X 9 11 11. You can add another 11 underneath that if you want. This is up to you, this chord, because I've only listened to the song sort of a few times. I'm not exactly sure how it sounds. But it's either that or you can pick, but it's up to you with that one. So I've chosen X 9 11 11. Okay. You play that twice, okay, and then you move into the chorus again, and you play the chorus 3 times this time, for the final time. And so for the first time, on the last chord, you do it 16 times. Second time around, do it 16, and the third time, you cut it to about 9 again. Okay, so yeah, I think that's the entire song. Actually, also you finish on an outro, so, and that's exactly the same as the introduction. Okay, so yeah, I think that's the entire song. So yeah, I hope this video helped you, and I will be attempting to make more videos soon. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.